Welcome, Aries, to your November 2020 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time that you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So just click the subscribe button in and ask a question in the comments below. This can be about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you. And if you want to keep it out of the public forum, you can just click the subscribe button and email me directly, and I'll be happy to answer you via email instead. Now, let's get into your November reading. Now, you start out with some really wonderful energy. Now, I can see there is a lot of focus with your career in November, but also quite some wonderful emotional, romantic, hopefully for you, situations that are coming up in November. Now, you start out with the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands talks about wonderful new opportunities that you're being faced with, and it really indicates that you've taken action. You've actually taken the action to get yourself to this wonderful position where you're in now. You've started the ball rolling and you've come to this wonderful crossroads in your life. And I'm feeling like there is no negative with this position that you're in. It's almost like you can go in two different directions and both of you are going to be taking you to exactly where it is that you need to be going in life. But I feel like that there is a choice that is required of you. And you don't really need to worry at all because you've got the sun there. And the sun is just such a wonderful card, and it promises success and shines its light over the entire reading. But just to go into the Two of Wands a little bit more, it's talking about making new partnerships with someone that can really help you move your goals further along. Now, this could potentially be a romantic partnership if that is where your goals lie, but I'm feeling this definitely has something to do more with a work environment or a creative passion of yours. And you really think carefully though about this choice. Don't kind of go at it like a bull at a gate. You might even want to ask advice from people that you trust. But your potential is absolutely unlimited for you when you get the Two of Wands. And married with the Sun, as I said, there are absolute wonderful epiphanies that are available to you in November. And you're going to get new ideas, like the sun, sparks of creativity, infinite opportunities that are going to be entering your consciousness, and you're really going to have the opportunity to act on them as well. And the card talks about someone with a lot of self-confidence, and the fact that your self-confidence has really risen to this amazing, wonderful state that you would never have thought you could have reached this level of confidence when you look back at your life. And I do feel that there is a lot of looking back and a lot of stuff from the past that is going to be coming up for you in November. But I feel like a lot of the stuff that's coming up for you from the past, you're going to be able to put an end to any of that negative stuff that you perhaps felt was holding you back as well. There is going to be an ending to a lot of that stuff that was holding you back. I really feel November is bursting out for you. It's quite wonderful. But always keep your thoughts positive. There is no way you won't be successful at whatever this undertaking is for you, this choice that you have to make, this journey that you're going on. Um, there is no real way you can fail when you've got the sun there. And also, if you haven't been feeling 100%, the sun always talks about having that, just coming back to wonderful physical and emotional health again, just being your old self. Now you have got another most amazing card, and it's the Ace of Fire. You've got the Ace and the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands, and that is just a card again that promises wonderful things. Again, it's talking about these amazing opportunities to change your life. And aces always talk about beginnings, and beginnings in whatever suit that they represent. So fire is your work, your passion, your creativity, your self-development, things like that. And there's just so much newness and opportunities. And you can actually see that your dreams are within reach. You still have action and work that you need to put in, but they're so close. You can grab them. You're on the road to achieving what it is that you want. And the Ace of Wands just talks about wonderful new possibilities coming into play. And the Ace of Wands can actually talk about the birth of a new baby as well, or the birth of just a new creative project. And it can sometimes even talk about the birth of new relationships as well. But I am feeling this is definitely surrounding your work for the majority of you. This is a general reading, so you take from it whatever resonates for you. Now, you've got the Queen of Pentacles there. Now, the Queen of Pentacles can be this person that you are perhaps going to be connecting with to create this wonderful new thing together. As I said, can be business, can be love. It can just be a creative project together. But, the Queen of Pentacles, this is an earth sign, if we're talking about star signs. But it's someone an earth sign, sorry, just for those who don't know, that is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But I always say it's more about the character of the person that cards are describing. So this is someone who's quite well off, someone who's they're just such an amazing friend, an amazing mother, an amazing partner. They can sort of run a company, they can raise money for their favorite charities. They can go to work, they can come home and cook dinner and look after the kids, they can go out and do the gardening. They've just got it all covered. They're one of those sorts of people, and they're really generous, and they'll help you if you need anything. They're just one of those people, and they're such a good person. This sounds like such a good person to have in your life, but it talks about as well, if it doesn't represent a person, I mean, often what court cards can talk about is you needing to take on the qualities of this card as well. But I feel like a lot of Aries are like this. They are one of those people that can be just able to accomplish many things at once. So I'm kind of feeling this could even be representing you. But when this card is just being read for its meaning, it talks about a lot of magic going on in your life. And it's a time for you to manifest your desires. And it's almost like you've just about got everything figured out, and you're kind of taking the down to earth approach to any problems that you have. Um, But another thing that the Queen of Pentacles talks about is make sure that in the whole whirlwind of it all, you don't forget your family and friends just because you've got this amazing, wonderful, busy career as well. But I'm feeling like, you're going to have a wonderful, happy family life because you've got the Ten of Cups there as well. It's such a joyful card. But um, as I said, it's a general meeting, so you've got a lot of multiple layered meanings coming through here. Now, I see a significant ending for you in November as well. And it's almost like I do feel this is connected to something from your past. And it's almost like you are releasing something from your past that has perhaps been holding you back for a while. You're actually getting to that stage where you can let go and move on. And, it's such, the death card, often people see it as quite negative and they misunderstand the meaning, but it's really talks about a situation, a long-standing situation that isn't serving you anymore, and it's really time for you to move on. And yeah, and it's almost like it's kind of saying, take your time moving through any changes that are before you. Like, again, I know with Aries, sometimes you just want to go for it. And patience is like a difficult thing for a lot of Aries because they are so fiery and creative and have such broad vision, and they can just go for things. But take your time in releasing this and make sure you do it properly. And reach out to your family and your friends, if you feel a little bit lost. And releasing anything from our lives can bring a sense of it can be fearful to let go of old patterns or beliefs. And you can, and it's sometimes sad, and you feel lost when you let go of situations or people from the past. But it's time to face your fears. You can be in complete control of your future. The death card brings with it great spiritual insights and personal transformation, so really embrace it. And enjoy the new journey that the Two of Wands is offering you. Now, as I mentioned, the Six of Cups previously, that is a card that does talk about the past, but the past that does have significant influence over the present and even the future. And this card kind of reminds us to honor the past. I'm really feeling intuitively this is definitely connected with that death card. These two cards are intertwined. And from the honor the past and express gratitude for the past and for all of the wonderful memories. And be forgiving as well of the past and of yourself regarding any of the challenging times, and then just release them and let them go. Now, for others, you might find that someone from your past is going to return into your life, and it could be someone that you grew up with, or it might be someone you knew from your earlier adult life. This could be an air sign, or it could be that Queen of Pentacles as well, either of those two signs. So, air sign again is a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarian could be coming back into your life. And often with the Six of Cups, it's very emotional because it's cups, it's emotion and love. So it can perhaps be talking about someone from the past, a love, someone you had a romantic sort of history with, could be coming back into your life, or it could be someone that you were friends with in the past, but something more intimate might come of this meeting again. So that's quite exciting for some of you. Also, another thing about the Six of Cups, it asks us to review the past and to look at it closely and to see whether we were actually seeing things for what they really were. Were we making things out to be better than they were? Were we looking at things and thinking life was far more awful than it really was? So it's kind of really a time to reflect and just allow yourself to learn from the past. Now, also, this can just indicate children as well. It can just be talking about a pregnancy perhaps for someone, or, you know, a matter involving your current children. And it can just be talking about how they're going to play a significant role in your life in November. But one thing about this card as well, it's very multi-layered meanings on this one, is be like a child, be childlike, enjoy that, enjoy life like you did when you were a kid, do fun things and exciting things and things that really bring more fun into your life. Now, you've got the Knight of Swords, and as I mentioned, that is an air sign, but knights talk about movement, really fast moving energy. And if things haven't been going anywhere, when you see the Knight of Swords, you know that it's going to be like stepping into a whirlwind and things are just going to be going really fast. The Knight is able to allow you, it gives you the energy to really think your way through things and to achieve successful conclusions. So if you do, and this I'm feeling is great energy to be harnessing when you do have this brand new start, this new creative project that you're going to be, or job that you're going to be getting involved in, or your current role as well, something new within that. And when the Knight of Swords comes into a reading, it tells you it's not time for making emotional choices. You really need to be using your intellect. Now, also, when the Knight comes in, because the energy is so fast and the movement and everything is so swift, it can be difficult to think through your choices before acting, but it's really important that you try to ponder out all of the alternatives fully and consider what your desired outcome is before you get too far down the road. So that's just kind of a little message there. Now, the Ten of Cups, one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. It's another card of good fortune, guys. You've got such a great reading, I'm telling you. It talks about having it all. You know, you've found contentment in your life. Your relationships are really positive and affirming, and you've got really strong and healthy connections with your kids. You know, you've got harmony within your friends and your extended family. Your emotional needs are fulfilled, and you have what you need financially as well. I mean, what more can you want? You know, it's really a card that also talks about taking care of family members and allowing others to take care of you as well, you know. Um, but I think this leads into your final card of making a difference. And you are truly going to be doing that, I think, not only for yourself, but in other people's lives as well in November. Going to be quite significant, playing significant roles for a lot of people, I'm feeling. Now, the affirmation for this particular card is my inner light shines far and wide. You are making a difference in the lives of others in ways that you may not even know. Many benefit because of you. Your light radiates far and wide. The universe wants you to know sometimes the smallest actions can have the greatest impact. Perhaps it's a smile shared with a stranger, a kindness extended to an acquaintance, or a favour done for a friend. This is akin to the story about the man who returns beached starfish to the sea. Although he knows that he cannot possibly save them all, he continues his work because it makes a difference to the few he can save. You can and will change lives. Take steps today that will make a difference in the life of another. What a beautiful message. Now, look at the card and really deeply meditate on it. Look at the imagery. These cards are so great at facilitating any sort of intuitive messages that come through. Now, this could be a color, it could be something within the card that just sparks something in you that allows you to have these wonderful new ideas that I feel definitely coming in for you in November. And just really look at it and allow those sort of messages to come through. And I mean, that goes for all the cards as well. So anything that you see in the cards that spark something in you, spark a message in you, then that message is for you. These readings are for you. You interpret them how they fit and work for you, you know. So I hope that resonated with you, beautiful Aries. Love you guys so much. If you are into crystal jewelry, check out my website at kazana.com.au. There's some beautiful crystal pieces, all one-off pieces only, handmade and designed in Australia by an Australian designer. So have a wonderful November, Aries. Bye. Love you.